We saw Nappa and Goku finally defeat Frieza, but Vegeta was able to escape, vowing to surpass Goku and Nappa by any means necessary, with everyone also heading back to Earth. So, what do you think is gonna happen? Find out in this part 3 of What If Nappa Survive. Everyone safely returned to Earth, and they celebrate the fact for 1, they got the Dragon Monster was able to resurrect their friends, and 2, they were able to defeat Frieza. But what do they do after this? Well, they immediately start training, because they know that Vegeta is still out there and he'll be back one day, and they know that he'll be a lot stronger when he does. So they're gonna be ready until then. They beat him once before and they'll do it again. So the main ones who are training is Goku and Nappa, but on occasions Piccolo and Gohan join them, and they mainly join because Goku's there, and they're still not much of a fan of Nappa being here. And Goku tells them they may not like Nappa now, but soon enough they'll warm up to him. We then go out to space where we see Vegeta. Ever since the battle with Frieza, Vegeta's been growing stronger, and thankfully the ship that he stole has a healing chamber, so his training is much more effective. And Vegeta can see the results of his training. He's growing a lot, but it's not on the rate he expected. Now he is going to planets that has high gravity and harsh environments, but since he's alone and doesn't have a training partner, he's not growing as rapidly, and he still doesn't think he's even on the level of Nappa or Kakarot. But then coming to Vegeta's shock, he senses something coming to the planet he's on. That energy, it can't be. It feels like Frieza. But Frieza's dead. He saw him die. That must be King Cold. Crap, he must have tracked him down from the ship he was using. King Cold then steps off his ship and he sees Vegeta. So that's who he's been tracking down. Because by now, he knows about Frieza's death. He even went to where Frieza was last seen, on Namek. But when he got there, there was no Namekians there. The planet was just empty. Little does King Cold know, the Namekians summoned Purunga again, and they used him to transport them to another Namek. So there was no Namekians nor Dragon Balls on the previous Namek. But he did track that there was only one ship that left Namek, and it's that one that Vegeta was using. So King Cold asks him, who killed Frieza? And Vegeta knows that he's kinda screwed here. King Cold knows that he was on Namek when Frieza died. Even if he tells him the truth, King Cold might kill him. He already got embarrassed by Frieza, and he's not gonna get embarrassed by King Cold. So Vegeta points to himself, saying that he's the one that killed Frieza, as he's the Super Saiyan. And King Cold is shocked by this. There's no way that Vegeta beat Frieza. Vegeta was the only one who left Namek when Frieza was there. King Cold then gets a nervous look on his face, because if Vegeta did beat Frieza, that means he might be telling the truth, that he is a Super Saiyan. But King Cold knows, Super Saiyan or not, he can't just let Vegeta go, as he is too dangerous. Cold then tells Vegeta that this is the end of the line for him. As the two then start their battle, and immediately King Cold can tell that Vegeta's strength is remarkable. He's surprised that Vegeta got this far in strength. But as soon as King Cold brings out more of his power, Vegeta starts to struggle. King Cold sees this as he starts to taunt Vegeta. It seems like all that Super Saiyan talk was just a lie, because there's no way if Vegeta is struggling with him, he could have defeated Frieza. Vegeta tries his best to fight King Cold, but he can't do much. In the show, it will say that King Cold was almost as strong as Frieza, and that was in his final form with mechanical enhancements. So Cold is far beyond where Vegeta is currently, so Vegeta can't do anything here. But Cold makes one fatal mistake. Instead of making it quick, he prolonged the fight too long, as he then kept on continuing to taunt him, as he eventually brought Vegeta to his knees. After all this time, all this training, everything he'd done, he couldn't beat Frieza, and he can't even beat King Cold. He should be better than this, and he only gets how much stronger Kakarot and Nappa are by now. All these negative emotions flow through Vegeta, as King Cold then puts a finger at Vegeta's head, charging up a death beam. And King Cold tells him, so sad that it seems like Vegeta wasn't a Super Saiyan, or was the one that defeated Frieza. It's too bad really. But just before King Cold launches the death beam, Vegeta is able to grab King Cold's wrist, crushing it, and he's able to move it away from his face. King Cold can't believe the strength he's feeling. Why is Vegeta growing much stronger? As a golden aura then surrounds Vegeta's body. Vegeta then slowly stands up, and he's not sure what this is, but he embraces it, as there's a brilliant flash of light, as Vegeta has transformed into the first ever Super Saiyan. King Cold then uses his other hand to launch a death beam at Vegeta's face, but Vegeta just tanks the blast, not even feeling a thing. He then punches King Cold in the gut, knocking the wind out of him. It seems all that training did pay off. Vegeta then enjoyed himself a bit longer, but he doesn't want to make the same mistakes by prolonging the fight like King Cold did. Vegeta then grabs King Cold's tail, swinging him up above him and then slamming him to the ground. He then throws King Cold mid-air, as he then charges a blast in the palm of his hands. He calls this attack Big Bang Attack, as he uses all his power, launching it at King Cold. And King Cold is completely decimated by this, and Vegeta is currently drunk on power. At first he didn't believe he was a Super Saiyan, He just told that lie to King Cold. But now he really is a Super Saiyan. And now that he has the powers of a Super Saiyan, Vegeta proclaims himself to be the strongest. And right now, there's currently only one thing that's on Vegeta's mind. He wants to go to Earth. He wants to kill Kakarot and Nappa, as he will truly showcase that he's the strongest in the universe. But just before he does that, he's going to take care of the rest of Cold and Frieza's army. And that's exactly what he did, as he brutally murders all of Frieza's army. As you can see, Vegeta's gone to a darker path. And now it's time for Vegeta's final task. It's time to go to Earth. And who knows, maybe after he kills Nappa, Kakarot, and his friends, he could probably use the Dragon Balls to wish himself immortality. We then cut to Earth, as there has been a passage of time. It's supposed to be around the time where Goku's supposed to get back to Earth, and when King Cold and Frieza is supposed to show up. But obviously, there's none of that. Because for one, Frieza died on Namek, and secondly, there is no King Cold, as he was killed by Vegeta. And Goku never went to Yardrat, so he's already on Earth. And he's been training. But something does interrupt his training, as a time traveler then shows up. And Goku's surprised to see that the time traveler is Gohan. Of course, he's there to give Goku the heart medicine, and warn him about the heart virus too. And he tells him about the androids too. But Goku does ask Gohan something. Whatever happened to Nappa and Vegeta? Are they still around? And Gohan tells him no. Nappa fell to the androids, and Vegeta did return to Earth at one point, because he wanted to fight Goku and Nappa again. But Vegeta soon realized that both of them were dead. But he does run into the androids. And he uses new power against them, but he still wasn't strong enough, as he also died to the androids. Wait, Vegeta came back with a new power? What new power? And Gohan almost forgot, as he acquired this power too, and he was going to show them. Future Gohan starts powering up as a golden aura surrounds him. His hair stands up and turns golden. Apparently this is a form called Super Saiyan. Gohan saw Vegeta transform into this, so he's been training, and sooner or later he was able to transform into it, as it's derived from anger. And this is huge news, as Goku's never seen a Super Saiyan. He remembers Vegeta mentioning it back on Namek before his fight with Frieza. So this is apparently it, and now they have a new goal to work towards. Gohan then tells him that he's gonna come back in a few years to make sure everything went well. But for now, he's gonna go back to his timeline, hoping that he could save the future. But Gohan wishes Goku good luck, as he'll see him in 3 years. Gohan then goes back to his future, and the Z Fighters and Nappa then show up, as they felt a huge power over here. Goku then explains everything about the future and the androids, and he walks up to Nappa and explains to him about Super Saiyan. And Nappa thinks that Kakarot is joking right now. The Super Saiyan, that was just a legend. But then he sees that Kakarot's being serious. So the Super Saiyan is real, and is some kind of transformation? This just gets Nappa excited. He already thought he reached his limit, but now that Super Saiyan's on the table, he can't believe how much he can potentially get stronger. He immediately wants to start working on this with Kakarot, and Goku thinks that he should probably get Gohan training on this too. It would be pretty beneficial for Gohan to have Super Saiyan much earlier than he did in the future. Everyone then starts their training, as Goku, Piccolo, Gohan, and Nappa start training together. And over this passage of time, Goku and Nappa does eventually unlock Super Saiyan. Apparently from what Gohan told him, he unlocked this through immense emotion and rage. And the rage part is actually what allowed Nappa to get Super Saiyan before Goku, and he actually makes fun of him for that, as his hot head actually allowed him to transform Super Saiyan before him. But not long after, Goku unlocks it through training and is much later than usual. But even though they have Super Saiyan, they have to train even further than this, because not even Gohan nor Vegeta could even defeat the androids with it. And not only that, they still have to train Gohan to get Super Saiyan. So they still have a lot of work to do. As a little bit more time has passed, our group is still training until one day, they feel an energy coming to Earth. And they recognize this power. It's Vegeta's. Goku and Nappa then fly towards where they think the ship is gonna land. They eventually arrive, and they see the ship landing overhead. And Nappa takes his chance as he launches a blast at the ship. But at the last second, Vegeta was able to jump out before the ship was destroyed. Vegeta then lands on the ground looking at Kakarot and Nappa. He didn't expect to see them so soon. But this is good. That means he didn't have to go around the cities destroying them just to get their attention. But Goku and Nappa are quite surprised to see that Vegeta is actually here. Because from what future Gohan told them, he wasn't supposed to arrive till after the androids attack. It seems that Gohan time traveling back here made Vegeta come here early. Nappa then steps up first as he's been waiting for this rematch, but Goku stops him. Cause from what he remembers, Nappa got it to fight Vegeta last on Namek. So he says that this time is his turn. Nappa does get pissed off at this, but it is fair. He did get to fight Vegeta last. But he's also curious to see how much progress they've been making with their training. And Vegeta would be a good test to see. So a fight between Goku and Vegeta begins. And Goku tells Vegeta he's grown a lot more stronger ever since Namek. And Vegeta tells him so as he. And he'll be glad to show him his true strength when he kills him. But their strength at their bases compared to each other, Goku is the stronger one, so he's able to outmatch Vegeta in their base. Goku then yells out to Vegeta. He knows that Vegeta is holding back. He knows that he can transform into a Super Saiyan, so he might as well show him. And Vegeta is surprised. How does he know that he could transform into a Super Saiyan? Well, whatever, it doesn't really matter to him. It just means that Kakarot wants a quicker death. Vegeta then starts powering up as he's showing off more power. He transforms into a Super Saiyan. Vegeta then rockets towards Goku at full speed, punching him in the gut, sending him crashing through a mountain. Nappa over at the sidelines watching sees that Goku's turn is over, as now it's his turn. And Vegeta laughs at this. Nappa's challenging him again? He just saw what he did to Kakarot, and he thinks that he can stand a chance? He should honestly be trembling in fear seeing that he's a Super Saiyan. Nappa then tells Vegeta, why would he be scared of another Super Saiyan if he's also one? Wait, what? What does he mean by that? As Vegeta then sees the same golden glow that he has surrounding Nappa. Nappa starts yelling, and Vegeta feels Nappa's energy skyrocket. It can't be. He thought he was the only one. Vegeta then tries to launch Ki Blast at him, but Nappa's aura alone was able to block it, as Nappa was able to fully transform into Super Saiyan. And Vegeta can't believe this, and Nappa lets Vegeta in on a little secret. There's still another Super Saiyan. The other Super Saiyan is in fact the one that he made crash into that mountain. What? Kakarot's a Super Saiyan? Well, whatever. If they're Super Saiyans or not, he's still superior, and he will still kill them here and now. And after he does that, he'll really become the strongest. The fight has entered a new stage, as it's Nappa versus Vegeta. And Nappa's able to hold his own against Vegeta pretty well. Even though Vegeta has more time and experience with Super Saiyan, Nappa is still stronger, but that strength is quickly fleeing away, as he hasn't had much time to train with Super Saiyan, so he isn't as efficient with it. So he's gonna have to make this fight quick. Nappa then grabs Vegeta's leg, as he then slams it into a mountain. He then flies back, lifting 2 fingers up, creating a giant storm. This propelled Vegeta up to the sky, dealing a lot of damage to him, and he can't believe it. He's not gonna lose like this, not again, and especially not to Nappa. He's gonna kill Nappa by reducing this planet to nothing, as he's doing the same thing that he did against Goku during their first fight, as Vegeta's charging up a Gallic gun, as he then fires it at Nappa, but Nappa retaliates by using the blast of his own. He charges up a beam in his mouth and launches it at Vegeta's Gallic gun, creating a beam clash. And the 2 beams are at a stalemate as they're completely even in power. The 2 of them are using all their might, but eventually Nappa's beam grows weaker, as he's losing energy using Super Saiyan for too long. Vegeta then tells Nappa that this is the end for him. Nappa then sees someone land beside him. It's Kakarot. Goku then transforms into Super Saiyan, launching a Kamehameha. So with Nappa and Goku's beams combining together, he completely swallows Vegeta's Gallic gun, with Vegeta then being caught in the blast. Nappa and Goku then revert back into their base form, with Goku saying that that was a close one. But they then see Vegeta's body fall back to the ground. They go towards it and see that he's still alive, and Goku wonders what they should do with him. He's kinda torn. He gave Vegeta a second chance, but he came back trying to kill him again. He kinda hoped that after Namek, Vegeta would have changed and been on their side, but he sees that he hadn't changed. But now he thinks it's too dangerous to let him go again. He's just too far gone. And Vegeta hates hearing this, as Kakarot's too soft. In fact, he's gonna help him out, as Vegeta starts glowing. He's gonna take himself out and bring them all with him. He's gotten far too drunk on his power, and he can't accept the loss. Becoming the first Super Saiyan and be able to defeat Cold and his army, and only being focused on becoming the strongest. This made Vegeta go down more of an evil path. And this is where it's gonna end, as he wants to kill them. And just as he was about to detonate, Nappa uses the last of his energy to transform back into Super Saiyan and launch a blast at Vegeta. And Vegeta gets completely eradicated by this, killing him. Nappa then reverts back down to base, now glad that he finally killed Vegeta. He's finally at peace. And Goku's still a little disappointed by this. He hoped Vegeta would have changed. Maybe Vegeta can return one day as a good person, so that they can battle once again. But now with Vegeta dealt with, they only have one thing left to do, to defeat the androids. As this is where we'll leave this part off. What did you guys think of this video, and do you want to see more? If you do, be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. It supports me and it supports the channel, showing me that you want to see more what ifs. I'm DBZ Anarchy, and I'll see you guys in the next video.